The easiest way to get web design clients this very year is exactly what I'll be teaching you in this video. In fact, in addition to that, what I want to share with you today is a live case study of individuals who were able to do over $100,000 in sales. This means lagbhag 84 lakh rupees in sales for their web design business in India, and that is exactly what you'll be learning right now. So if you don't believe me, here's some proof for you. Here is Akshay, here is Abhinav, and here is Nirmit. And basically what happened is they decided to join us on 20th August 2020, right? And when they basically decided to join us, the problem was that they were not able to identify who exactly their target market should be and how they should go about serving them and getting them on a consistent, predictable and reliable basis as a client. And what they did is their income at that point of time was around about $500. So iska ye matlab hai कि around about 35-40,000 rupees they were earning per month back when they got started. एंड गेस व्हाट, राइट, जब उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया उनकी जो जर्नी थी, आउटकम जो हुआ उनके साथ, राइट, दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू शेयर विद यू. You can see on our private Facebook group, Akshay posted on 30th November 2020 that he was able to achieve monthly revenue of over $5,500, right? And then shortly after, he posted on 1st January 2021 that he was able to achieve monthly revenue of $14,000 in December 2020, right? And then ultimately, as you can see, on 31st July 2021, Nirmit actually posted that highest revenue month for Trainer Goes Online. So far, they have done $25,000 in a single month, and they have also crossed the $100,000 milestone after joining UAbility. तो ये कैसे possible है कोई जो round about $500 per month कमा रहा है, right? जो इतना exponential growth इस टाइम पीरियड में कैसे आ सकता है, दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव टू लर्न राइट नाउ. सो हियर्स द स्टेप बाय स्टेप गाइड. Okay, the first thing that I helped Akshay, Abhinav and Nirmit do was niche down, right? This is very very specific. In fact, they already had pretty decent idea regarding this concept, which surprisingly a lot of web designers and developers do not have. This means what a lot of web designers do is, जब मैं उनसे पूछता हूँ आपकी टारगेट मार्केट क्या है, they are like, जिसको वेबसाइट चाहिए, राइट? एंड एज अ रिजल्ट गेस व्हाट हैपेंस, अगर आप उसी डायरेक्शन में चले जाओगे तो वहां पे कितना ज्यादा कंपटीशन होगा, आपने ये सोचा है? फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आप गूगल पे जाओ अभी और आप टाइप करो वेब डिजाइन फर्म्स नियर मी, राइट, जस्ट लुक एट द नंबर ऑफ सर्चेस दैट यू विल सी, देयर इज सो मच कंपटीशन. तो वहां पे क्या बात आ जाती है, फिर लोग पूछने लगेंगे कि अरे यहाँ पे ये फर्म है जो पिछले 20 सालों से कर रही है, व्हाई शुड आई पिक यू ओवर देम, वहां पे तो बेटर स्टाफ है, वहां पे बेटर ब्रांड्स एसोसिएशन है, एक्सेट्रा, right? And they also said that they could probably get the job done at a much more efficient and effective rate. तो उस टाइम पे बहुत ज़्यादा दिक्कतें आ जाती हैं, स्पेशली टू दोज वेब डिज़ाइन फ्रीलांसर्स विच आर just starting out, right? So my recommendation to you would be to pick a niche. Now what Akshay, Abhinav and Nirmit did is they decided to pick their niche as personal trainers in Dubai. Now why exactly did they pick personal trainers? Because this is something that they were dearly interested in. Personal trainers needed a website, of course. And number three, they decided to pick Dubai as a location because, of course, Dubai being the luxurious place it is, they assume that those individuals will have higher income than other people or other personal trainers out there, right? So this is what they decided to do in terms of picking their target market. Now the next thing they decided to do was they decided to narrow down upon solving a specific problem, right? So earlier वो क्या कर रहे थे, एक जेनेरिक सी वेबसाइट प्रोवाइड कर रहे थे, और इट्स नॉट लाइक कि उस वेबसाइट में कोई प्रॉब्लम थी या वो डिज़ाइन अच्छा नहीं था. बट आज की डेट में अगर आप देखें, अगर आप यूट्यूब पे लिटरली टाइप करिए कि एआई से वेबसाइट कैसे बनाई जाती है, there are like thousands of videos already out there, or there are already so many softwares which can get the job done at at a much more efficient rate. But देखिए, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि whatever you are offering is not valuable, राइट? इनफैक्ट मैं आपको कंपेयर भी नहीं कर रहा कि आपकी जो वेबसाइट होगी वो एआई या फिर एक नॉर्मल सॉफ्टवेयर से बेटर या डिफरेंट होगी कि नहीं. और व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू इज दैट आप अगर आपके पास एक ऑप्शन है टू प्रेजेंट योर सेल्फ डिफरेंटली एंड इन अ यूनिक वे विच विल अलाउ यू टू सेपरेट योर सेल्फ फ्रॉम दिस एआई एंड स्टफ, तो आप वो क्यों नहीं करोगे, राइट? तो इसलिए दिस इज व्हाट आई सजेस्टेड टू Akshay, Abhinav and Nirmit कि rather than just offering just a website, right, try to really understand the problems of these personal trainers. इसका ये मतलब है, क्या एक पर्सनल ट्रेनर को आप एक वेबसाइट दे दोगे, would that be enough? Absolutely not, because now these people would need to get eyeballs to their website. Now they will need to generate leads, and then they will need to book calls, and then they will need to learn how to close them, then they will need systems to be able to fulfill them, right? So as a result of this, Akshay, Abhinav and Nirmit were able to understand all these problems of these personal trainers and decide to offer a different solution, which brings me to the next point, that rather than just offering a simple website, they started offering done for you acquisition system to generate leads and clients. So this means now they were helping these personal trainers to go out, find clients using, I think the methodology they were preaching was Instagram, and through Instagram they would generate calls for these personal trainers, and as a result they would get sales and they would make money, and then they would pay Akshay, Abhinav and Nirmit money, right? So this is what started happening. And then the outcome that Akshay, Abhinav and Nirmit started promising, earlier they were just giving a simple website, but now they started saying that your business will be able to achieve 6-figure growth, right? So if we right now go to their website, let's just go to Trainer Goes Online and search for it, right? You can see that on their website, the transformation that they are providing is, that these individuals will be able to have 6-figure growth, right? Imagine this scenario: there are two competitors. Competitor A says that, hey, if you work with me, I'll give you a simple website, right? And then competitor B says, hey, if you work with me, not just a website, but I'll also give you an acquisition system which will allow you to make 6 figures in sales. Who do you think you'll pick if you were a personal trainer, right? So this is why Akshay, Abhinav and Nirmit were able to really stand out. And the best thing that they were able to do by promising this kind of outcome, earlier they were just charging probably $200 to $500 a website. Now they were able to charge $5,000 and even more for their valuable advice and services, because now they were providing a transformation rather than just, as I said, page on the internet, right? So the lesson that I want you to learn is that the better the outcome of your service, the more you will be able to charge, right? Which is very very critical कि जितना आप better outcome provide कर पाओगे अपने clients को, उतना ही ज़्यादा आप charge कर पाओगे. And जितना better आप उनसे charge कर पाओगे, जितना confident आप अपने outcomes पे होगे, and जितनी ज़्यादा certainty होगी आपको अपने outcomes पे, the more money you will be able to make eventually, right? So this was the main lesson. Now let's talk about the marketing strategy that Akshay, Abhinav and Nirmit were able to apply, because I know a lot of you are waiting for that only. Ki Rohan, ye sab to theek hai, but like, how do I get clients? All right, let's pay attention. The platform that Akshay, Abhinav and Nirmit were using was basically Instagram, right? And the method that they were using was outbound method. Now there are various kind of methodologies out there that you can use in order to get clients, but the method that these individuals were using as taught in a program was outbound messaging, right? So a message, something that they would send to other personal trainers in order to acquire them as a client, would look something like this, right? They would just go to Instagram, find personal trainers, and I'll talk about how they would go about finding these individuals in a bit. But basically over there, they would just find their profiles, follow them. Once they accept their follow request, they will go to DM and they would say something like, hey, first name, I noticed that we follow the same page, and then chances are that they might be following a mutual influencer that you might have. That's why I wanted to connect with a fellow fitness fan, right? I specialize in helping fitness trainers to achieve 6-figure growth in their business by helping them, acquire clients without the pain point of, let's say, worrying about leads, right? Or without worrying about how they would go about getting their next client. Is that something that you might be interested in? Right, so that's something you could try out. Another variation you can try out is, hey, first name, I noticed that we follow the same page, right? Chances are that you both follow, let's say, some sort of fitness page, right? And if you don't do that, then it's a good idea, if you're trying to enter a niche of, like, let's say, fitness as a web designer, right, that you must follow similar pages that your clients follow. Otherwise you won't have anything common to talk about. And in today's time, everybody loves personalization. Otherwise, they'll think there is some AI messaging them, right? So go with this template. Hey, first name, I noticed that we follow the same page. Let's say it's bodybuilding.com. That's why I want to connect with a fellow fan. How's your growth been in terms of your business? Because I noticed you're also a fitness trainer, right? So this is something you can try out. So let's say I'm a web designer trying to target, let's say, personal trainers or gym owners in order to sign them as a client, right? So how do I go about doing that on Instagram, and how do I go about finding these people so I can send them this message? तो पहली चीज मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, आई कैन थिंक अबाउट, वेल, क्या कोई और है जो मेरी ऑडियंस को ऑलरेडी सर्व कर रहा है? सो वन थिंग दैट आई कुड प्रॉब्ली फाइंड आउट इज, लेट्स से ये एक ब्रांड है जिम लॉज करके बाय एलेक्स हॉर्मोजी दैट सर्व्स other gym owners. So maybe audience is quite likely to be over here. So what I can consider doing is clicking on the following thing, and I could start following all these individuals, and जो मेरे follow request accept करेंगे, I could consider DMing them with my valuable advice and service, जिसका script मैं already आपको दे चुका हूँ, right? I could also find some local communities of gym owners, probably in locations like such, who might be interested. So for example, यहाँ पे I can see that I was able to find this community of gym owners. Similarly, I could just click on the followers, and I could start following these people. Whoever accepts my follow request and also follows me back, I could consider messaging them. Quick note, please do not message people who do not follow you back. Otherwise, your message will go in the others folder. Always, it's recommended that you keep clicking the follow button so that they follow you back. And ये करने के लिए आपको in exchange अपनी प्रोफाइल पे कुछ वैल्यूबल कंटेंट भी डालना पड़ेगा. जैसे कि अगर आप मेरी इंस्टाग्राम प्रोफाइल पे देखें, instagram.com/wegiveYouAbility, मैं भी वहाँ पे वैल्यूबल कंटेंट डालता हूँ, तो आप कंसिडर कर सकते हैं डूइंग समथिंग सिमिलर. So that being said, you can find these people over here. Click on the followers of the fan page and begin following these people. Now, अगर आपको लगता है नहीं यार रोहन ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा काम है, कौन बैठ के एक एक को follow करेगा? Well, what you can consider doing is you can find influential pages जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा gym owners follow करते हैं उन pages को, and आप consider कर सकते हैं influencer marketing करना. This means tying up with those pages in order to promote your page, and फिर जो भी लोग आपको follow करेंगे आप उनको एक एक करके DM कर सकते हो. You can also consider running ads in that particular area. For example, अगर आप gym owners को target कर रहे हैं दिल्ली के अंदर, तो आप ads भी consider कर सकते हैं, right? So you can also consider hiring a team, जो अक्षय अभिनव निर्मित ने किया. This means a team of setters. This means you can consider getting people who would be doing these DMs on your behalf. Good people who you could consider would be interns. internshala.com पे जाके आपको बहुत सारे interns भी मिल सकते हैं. I would definitely encourage that आप उनको stipend जरूर दीजिए, because free labor is definitely not good or recommended. So that being said, hiring source मेरा recommendation आपको रहेगा. आप ये labor कहाँ से ढूंढ सकते हैं, आप ये individuals कहाँ से ढूंढ सकते हैं? Personal audience, आप अपनी personal audience से पूछ सकते हैं. Facebook profile पे अपने post कीजिए कि आप ऐसे लोग ढूंढ रहे हैं जो आपको outreach में help कर पाएं. आप internशाला पे डाल सकते हैं, आप LinkedIn पे सर्च कर सकते हैं, राइट? सो दैट इज व्हाट आई रेकमेंड इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड. एक वीडियो भी हमने रिकॉर्ड की थी हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पे, जहाँ पे हम इसके बारे में इन डेप्थ के अंदर जाएंगे, जहाँ पे मैं एक्चुअली निर्मित को खुद इंटरव्यू कर रहा हूँ रिगार्डिंग हिज एंटायर एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ ग्रोइंग हिज बिजनेस टू अपवर्ड्स ऑफ $100,000 इन सेल्स, राइट? और इनफैक्ट अब तो वो उससे भी ज़्यादा कर रहे हैं. सो इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड, गो चेक आउट दैट वीडियो ऑन माई यूट्यूब channel. Until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and do share with your other friends who are web designers and developers looking to get clients effectively. Rohan Dhawan here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.